Most athletes think getting an NIL deal starts with finding the right brand and sending the right pitch. It doesn't. It starts with what you posted 3 months ago. I'll show you how to build the brand that gets the deals. I'm Will Dudley, former D1 athlete, ESPN alum, and creator of Winbook. Get ready, you're watching Sportive Content. So if you didn't know, your content is telling a story. Your story. Whether you're intentional about it or not, it's out there. The brand manager who searches your name tomorrow is going to read that story and make a decision before you ever know they were looking. Most athletes post reactively. They stick to game highlights, a photo of practice here and there, something funny that happened in the locker room, whatever feels right that day. But that's not a brand, that's a feed. And brands don't partner with feeds, they partner with identities. An identity says, this is who I am, this is what I stand for, this is the community I serve, and this is the kind of person you're aligning with when you put your name next to mine. That's what a brand manager is evaluating, not your stats, not your highlight reel, your identity. The athletes landing deals consistently, not just one-off posts, but real partnerships, have built something intentional. Their content has a point of view. It has consistency. It has a clear sense of who they are off the field and why that matters to someone outside of sports. The question isn't whether your content is telling a story. It is. The question is whether it's a story a brand would want to be a part of. Think about how brand partnerships actually happen at the highest level. A brand manager isn't sitting around waiting for cold pitches. They're researching, they're watching, they're building lists of athletes whose content already aligns with what their brand represents. And when the time is right, they reach out. That's not luck, that's attraction. And attraction is built through content, not outreach. An athlete with a clear content identity, a consistent voice, and an audience that actually engages doesn't need a perfect pitch deck. Their profile does work before the conversation starts. The brand already knows what they're getting. The deal is easier to close because the trust was already built in public. Compare that to an athlete who cold emails brand after brand, chases every lead, and lands a single low-value post deal. They work 10 times harder for a fraction of the result, because they were chasing instead of attracting. The shift from chasing to attracting starts with one decision: treating your content like a business asset instead of your personal diary. What you post, how consistently you post, and how clearly your content communicates your values. That's the brand a company signs. Build that first. The deals follow, trust me. Building the brand that attracts deals starts with 5 decisions. Together, they form your content signature, the blueprint for everything you post. First, platform priority. You don't need to be everywhere. You need to own one platform before you expand to others. Where does your audience actually live? Where do the brands in your category spend time? Choose the platform that serves both and go deep there first. Second, your voice. How do you communicate? Are you funny, serious, educational, motivational? The worst thing you can do is try to sound like someone else on camera. Authenticity isn't a buzzword. It's the reason people follow you instead of someone else. Find the version of yourself that's comfortable on camera and consistent. That's your voice. Third, your content themes. These are the 2 or 3 areas your content lives in. Athletic journey is one, but what else do you offer? Are you passionate about nutrition, mental health, community work, faith, fashion? Those topics are where your brand alignment happens. A fitness brand finds you through your training content. A lifestyle brand finds you through how you live outside of the sport. Fourth, your hard no list. What will you never post? What brands will you never represent? What topics are completely off the table? This isn't just about protecting your image, it's about making your brand legible. When a brand knows what you stand for and what you won't compromise on, they trust the partnership more. Boundaries are part of the brand. Fifth, your consistency commitment. How many times a week can you realistically post? 1, 2, 3, whatever the number is, you have to commit to it. A consistent presence at 3 posts a week beats a burst of 10 posts followed by 3 weeks of silence every single time. Brand ready content isn't produced content. It's authentic content that's been given a consistent direction. It shows who you are off the field. Practice footage and game highlights tell a brand you're an athlete, but guess what? They already know that. The video of you at a community event, the caption about what drives you, the behind the scenes moment with your teammates, that tells a brand who you are as a person. That's what they're really buying. It demonstrates engagement, not just reach. A brand manager looking at your profile cares more about how your audience responds than how many people are following you. A large following that scrolls past your posts is less valuable than a smaller audience that actually engages. Engagement is proof of trust, and trust is what a brand is really purchasing. It's consistent enough to show a pattern. One great post doesn't build a brand. 30 great posts over 90 days builds a brand. A brand manager scrolling back through 3 months of your content should see a clear, recognizable identity. Same voice, same themes, same values. That's the pattern that says this athlete is serious about this. Production value is great, but it's not a requirement. A well-lit, good audio iPhone video that's authentic will always outperform an overproduced video that feels scripted. Your phone is enough. Your story is enough. Your consistency is the differentiator. So here's the part where I talk about AI. Building a consistent content presence is hard when you're already a full-time student athlete. Practice, film, class, travel, recovery, all of that. Content often gets pushed to the end of that list. That's where AI changes the game. Once your content signature is defined, your themes, your voice, your platform, that's the structure. And structure is what AI needs to do its job. AI drafts your captions from bullet points. After practice, you just jot down 3 things that happen. Give that to an AI tool with your voice and themes. It writes the caption. You edit it to sound like you. Post it. That's 10 minutes instead of 45. AI builds your 30-day content calendar from your schedule. Give it your game dates, your content themes, and posting frequency. It maps the month. You execute. No more staring at a blank screen trying to figure out what to post. AI can help you batch content on your off days. One 2-hour session on a Sunday can produce 2 weeks of planned content when AI is doing the heavy lifting on the drafts. Your job is to be on camera and add the human layer that makes it yours. The Winbook rule applies here exactly as it does everywhere else. Structure before prompt. I say that all the time. Your content signature is the structure. AI amplifies it. Build the signature first, then let AI keep you consistent. Got it? You don't need 1 million followers to land your first NIL deal. You don't need a perfect pitch deck. You don't need the biggest stage either. You need a brand that trusts you. And trust is built over time through consistent, authentic content. Start with your content signature. Define your voice, your themes, your platform, and your hard no list. Then commit to showing up. That's the foundation every deal is built on. If this episode opened something up for you, subscribe to Sportive Content so you don't miss what's coming next. Drop a like if this video delivered, and share it with an athlete who needs to hear the message. If you're ready to take what you just built and go get your first deal, the suggested episodes you see on screen are exactly what you need. You can even go back to the foundation episode, the one that breaks down why content is the single most important factor in your NIL success. I'm Will Dudley. This is Sportive Content. Remember, trust the process and let's get the dub.